Beloved, listen closely to my voice. In the stillness where your heart dwells, the truth I hold for you is as certain as the sunrise that chases away the night. I am the Divine Waymaker, the one who parts seas of impossibility and brings forth paths where none seem to exist. When your spirit rises weary and your eyes gaze upon walls that seem insurmountable, remember, I am there before you, carving corridors through the wilderness that confounds your weary steps. The struggle you endure, the burdens you carry silently, I see them all. They are not hidden from my watchful love. You stand at the edge of despair, uncertain how the next step will form beneath your feet. Yet deep inside you, a whisper of hope cries out, a small ember stirred by my breath. I promise you, my child, I will make a way, though the trail may be tangled and the night dark with doubt, because my love is the compass that cannot betray you. Within you lies the sacred tension, the space where faith wrestles with fear, where longing grips your soul like a tide pulling to shores you have yet to see. This wrestling is not a sign of failure, but an altar upon which I refine your trust. Do not recoil from this sacred struggle. It is the divine invitation to lean in deeper, to feel the pulse of my presence drawing close. You may ask silently, how can a way be made when every door seems closed, every option swallowed by shadows? Hear me now. Even in the silence where wanderers lose their voice, I am moving, shaping, creating. I am the breath behind the breeze that shakes the stubborn branches, the pulse beneath the frozen earth, a longing to blossom. Your anxiety, your hopes tangled in confusion are not ignored, but held tenderly in my hands. Will you let this assurance settle within you like dew on a parched morning, refreshing your soul before the dawn? Know that the way I make is not always the path you envision, my dear. It is a road crafted with wisdom beyond what eyes can see, winding perhaps through valleys that seem to echo with sorrow or scale mountains steeped in sacrifice. Yet each step I prepare is embedded with purpose, each twist a stitch in the tapestry of your destiny. I am the potter, you the clay, and no shape I form lacks intent or love. Do you feel weary? Does the weight press down with an invisible hand, threatening to still your every move? Cast this burden upon me. Let the weight of your difficulties become the weightlessness of my grace poured out to you. In this exchange, you will find strength not by your own effort, but by surrendering to the one who is always faithful to lead you by still waters and through shadowed valleys alike. There is a melody to the way I make, a song woven into the fabric of the impossible. Even when your heart is heavy and the road ahead is obscured by fog and fear, allow your spirit to tune in. Hear the gentle cadence of my promises, the harmony of my unwavering presence. It is a song of resurrection, where what was dead becomes alive, where what was lost is found, where chains are broken and prisons open. This song does not shatter the darkness instantly, but illuminates one step at a time, guiding you out of confusion and into clarity. As you listen, let your trust rise like the tide, lifting the small boat of your soul toward the shore of my peace. Do not doubt that this song is yours to claim. All of creation waits eagerly for your response. When the storms rage without and fear claws within, remember that I am your shelter and your compass, your fortress in the battle, and the gentle hand that calms the tempest. The way I forge is not simply a passage out of trouble, but a journey into deeper intimacy with me. Each step in the unknown draws you closer to the heart of my love, a love that never fails, never falters, never abandons. The journey is sanctified not by ease, but by the presence of the Waymaker walking beside you, enveloping you in light that darkness cannot overcome. Will you reach out your hand to me now, Will you allow my presence to quiet the noise and steady your trembling spirit? The road may be unmarked, but it is not untrodden. For I have gone before you, laid every stone, and placed every sign. When your vision clouds with uncertainty, look to the signs of my faithfulness etched in your past, in the moments you almost gave up, yet somehow kept moving forward. Those were my footprints, guiding you even when you were unaware. Let this truth sink deep into your bones. You are never truly alone in your struggle. My ways are higher, my thoughts brighter than any darkness that tries to obscure your path. Hold fast to this divine reassurance. Keep your gaze fixed upon me and trust that I will make the way even when it seems impossible. Do not hide your doubts or fears from me, for the halls of my heart are wide enough to hold all your pain and confusion. Bring your questions and your silence. Speak your anguish and your hopes in the quiet moments before sleep. I am not distant, but near. Not indifferent, but intimately involved in each step you take. The way I make may sometimes be through patience, sometimes through sudden breakthrough, sometimes through gentle whispers that lead you off the familiar road and into unexpected wonder. Be willing, my child, to follow where I lead, even if the path is shadowed and the destination still hidden. Let this be your prayer now. Lord, teach me to trust your way, to walk by faith and not by sight, to rest in the promise that you will make a way. In every heartache and every triumph, I am the unchanging way, the truth that anchors your soul amidst the shifting sands of life. Lean into this truth with courage and expectant hope. Let the reality of my promise inflame your spirit and dispel the fear that tries to cage you. You are destined to see my ways manifest in your life, to witness valleys turn into fields of blessing and obstacles melt into stepping stones. Your story is being written by the author of all good things, and the pen is in my hand, faithful and steady. Will you believe me this time? Will you trust that I am already at work fashioning a path for you where none seem possible? Let this truth settle in you, beloved. I am here. I am watching. I am making a way. Do not turn away from my invitation to walk with me in faith and hope. Take the next step, no matter how small, and watch the impossible unfold as I lead you through it. You were never meant to walk alone. I am your way, your truth, your life, always and forever. Now breathe in my presence and allow your heart to quiet in the assurance of my promise. The way is coming, the door is opening, and the journey into abundance begins when you choose to believe. My dear child, I see the ache that lingers deep within you, like a quiet sorrow that refuses to fade despite all your efforts. You carry burdens invisible to those around you, wounds that twist quietly in the dark corners of your heart, places even you try to avoid. You wonder if anyone notices, if anyone truly understands the weight you bear in silence. But hear me now. I am closer to you than the breath you draw. I'm not a distant observer of your pain, nor a silent bystander to your struggles. I am the presence that never forsakes, the steady hand, reaching out to steady your trembling spirit. There are moments when the heaviness seems unrelenting, when doubt gnaws at your faith, and frustration threatens to swallow hope whole. In such times, you might feel as if you have strayed too far from the path, as if my grace is somehow too distant, too conditional. Yet this is far from the truth. I am patient with you, infinitely patient, waiting gently for you to turn toward me, no matter how long you're wandering. Like a shepherd searching tirelessly for a lost lamb, I pursue you with relentless love, craving only your return into the safety of my embrace. I do not chastise, nor do I reject. My heart is a refuge where tired souls may rest, where the weary may find restoration. Child, you question your worth when the shadows of guilt overshadow your joy. You replay your mistakes, letting them dictate your value and your hope for tomorrow. But I whisper in your heart, you are not defined by the failures you lament, nor are your sins a sentence that condemns you forever. I have already borne the consequences of your brokenness so that you might no longer be shackled by shame. Each day offers a new canvas, a fresh opportunity for my grace to paint over the scars and bring beauty from your mess. Do not let the enemy deceive you with harsh accusations. Instead, come to me, where forgiveness flows freely, and cleansing waters wash your soul anew. I witness your struggle with fear, the quiet panic that steals peace and replaces it with restless nights and anxious thoughts. The future often seems like a turbulent sea, unpredictable and vast, tempting you to give in to despair. Yet I command the winds and waves, and you are never left to weather the storms alone. Lean into my steadfast presence. Place your trembling hand into mine and find unshakable courage. Trust that when silence envelops you, I am working unseen miracles, weaving threads of hope and preparing a harvest of joy for you to reap in my perfect timing. Be still and know that you are held. In this season of challenge, my child, I invite you to bring your heart fully to me. Let your burdens spill at my feet without fear of rejection. Allow my comforting arms to gather you in, wrapping you in a warmth that no earthly comfort can match. Though the night may feel long and the path unclear, I'm your unwavering guide, your beacon in the darkness. If your soul is weary and your hope flickers faintly, come now. Let this moment be the turning point where trust overcomes doubt, where my love begins to heal the fractured places. Do not strive to carry your pain on your own any longer. Lean into my compassion, my understanding, my endless patience. Allow me to restore your heart with the tenderness only I can provide. Will you let this invitation take root in your soul today? Will you open to the healing power of my presence, even if all seems lost? I am here, always here, waiting to fill your emptiness with my peace. Lay down your fears and receive me. Let this truth settle deeply within you, for my love never fails you. My dear, I see the heavy burdens you carry, those weights of guilt and shame that cling relentlessly to your soul like the shadows at dusk that stretch long and cold. You may feel unworthy, as though your mistakes have carved a chasm between us, a deep ravine impossible to cross. But I'm telling you now, with the tenderness of a father who never turns his eyes away, that the bridge to you is not built on your perfection, but on my grace. It is my grace alone that fills the gaps your shortcomings have left, and my forgiveness flows endlessly, washing away the stains that you believe define you. You often wrestle, don't you, with the voices inside your mind that accuse and condemn, whispering that you must carry your faults like a cloak, heavy with blame. Yet, I remind you, my beloved, that no condemnation lives in my presence. I do not count your failures as final stamps on your worth. Instead, I see a beloved child, precious beyond measure, who stumbles on the journey but is never abandoned. Your soul is vast and wide enough to contain healing, from the deepest wounds to the faintest regrets. The story I write with you is one of redemption, not defeat. Imagine a vast field where the seeds of forgiveness are sown by a gentle hand, seeds that sprout tender shoots of healing amid the ruins of shame. These sprouts reach toward the infinite sky of my love and can grow into towering trees of restoration. This is your soul, my dear, not a desolate wasteland, but a fertile ground waiting to bloom anew. I see every tear you have shed, every silent cry in the dark. I gather them and turn them into rivers of mercy that nourish your spirit. The burden of guilt can be suffocating, like walking through a dense fog. where each step forward feels uncertain and trembling. But I tell you now that you are not alone in this mist. I walk with you in every uncertain step. When you feel I am silent or perhaps distant, it is because I'm working in places you cannot see or understand yet. Trust in my quiet presence, even when it feels like I am not near. I am weaving threads of forgiveness within your soul that will eventually reveal a tapestry of grace more beautiful than you ever imagined. Let go of striving to earn my love, child, because it has already been lavishly poured out, even when your heart rebels against the idea that you could ever be fully accepted. The story is not one of judgment, but one of embrace. Guilt attempts to deceive and isolate, but I invite you into my open arms where shame dissolves and your heart can rest. Let this truth settle deep within you and be your refuge. You are forgiven. You are embraced. You are deeply loved. There is nothing you have done that my love cannot cover. I am here to help you release every chain that has bound you, the chains of regret, the chains of not enough, the chains of self-condemnation. Each link is shattered by the power of my forgiveness. Feel it now as it loosens the grip on your heart and sets you free to walk in the light of new hope. This freedom is not earned, but given as a gift, a profound act of grace that invites you into fullness of life. Breathe it in. Let the weight be lifted. You do not need to carry it any longer. Hear my voice in the quiet recesses of your heart, calling you out of the shadows and into peace. It is not your past that defines you, but the love that sustains you. Love that sees beyond failures to the precious soul I created and cherish. Your faults may have tried to script your story, but I am the author who rewrites it with mercy and endless compassion. Will you believe me this time and accept this forgiveness that knows no boundary? Will you allow me to heal the hidden wounds that keep your spirit bound? Every crack and scar in your life is not a marker of shame, but an invitation to my healing. They are like the cracks in a precious vessel that allow the light of my love to shine through, illuminating the darkness within. You are more than your mistakes, more than your regrets. You are my child, radiant with potential and destined for restoration. Embrace this divine promise. Let it wash away the residue of guilt and shame and restore you to your rightful place in my heart. As you open your heart to receive my forgiveness, know that it is not a fleeting moment, but an enduring state of being. I am rewriting your narrative daily, transforming every sorrow into strength, every failing into grace. You will rise from the ashes, not by your strength, but by mine working through you. The chains of shame are broken, the burdens lifted. Let yourself rest in this truth and be renewed. This is your divine inheritance, freely given and eternally yours. Reflect on this. Each day is a new canvas I present to you, inviting you to paint with the colors of forgiveness, healing, and grace. Don't hesitate to lay down your burdens before me and embrace the freedom I offer. The journey through guilt and shame can be long and difficult, but you do not walk it alone or without hope. I'm with you always, patient and loving, ready to lift you up each time you falter. Let this be the day you step into the light of my forgiveness, where your soul can breathe and find peace. If your heart is stirring amidst this message, do not turn away. Come to me with all your faults and fears. I am waiting with open arms to surround you with mercy that knows no end, to wrap you in love that no shame can diminish. Remember, my beloved, your worth is not determined by the mistakes you've made, but by the boundless grace that renews you every morning. Let this truth transform the way you see yourself and the way you move forward in life. Embrace my forgiveness fully and walk in the freedom I have won for you. My beloved, in the quiet moments when shadows deepen and the weight of guilt presses heavily upon your spirit, know that I am near, closer than breath, more certain than dawn. The burden you carry, The whispering voices of shame that attempt to weave chains about your soul are not the truth of who you are in me. I see beyond every falter, every misstep, every regret that you clutch tightly, unable or unwilling to release. I am the healer of hearts shattered by disappointment, and the restorer of souls stained by the echoes of mistakes past. Imagine a potter's hands working patiently with clay marred and uneven, shaping it slowly, lovingly, until the vessel takes a new form, beautiful, strong, and made worthy. Not because the clay was perfect, but because the hands that mold it are skilled, tender, and unyielding in their care. So am I with you. Your guilt may feel like unbreakable chains, but in my presence those chains can become the very thing I use to demonstrate my mercy and grace. My forgiveness is not a faint, forgotten promise. It is a mighty river that cleanses even the deepest stains. My dear child, you may have hidden your missteps away, convinced you are unworthy of my love and forgiveness. But I am calling you out of the shadows into the light of my embrace. Wherever you have wandered, whatever you have done, my love pursues you relentlessly. I am not a God who counts your failures against you, but one who wipes the slate clean in an instant when you come to me with a contrite heart. This is my nature, unchanging and steadfast. You might think your shame defines you, that the echoes of your past choices will forever disrupt your peace. But listen carefully. I'm telling you now that your identity is not in those regrets. You are my beloved, created in my image, sealed by my spirit, and destined for a future radiant with hope and purpose. Guilt seeks to shroud your vision, to distort how you see yourself, and to make you ignore the truth that I see clearly and hold dear. In the depths of your brokenness, do not turn away from me. Let this be the moment you surrender your shame and guilt into my hands. I am patient, my dear, more patient than you can measure. I do not scorn the sinner, but welcome the prodigal home with open arms, with songs of celebration that drown out the accusations you hear within. Feel the warmth of my forgiveness wrapping you like a cloak, shielding you from condemnation and the piercing arrows of guilt. When you falter, do not despair. Instead, bring your failings to me without delay. I am ready to forgive, to restore, to breathe new life into weary souls. The healing you seek is not distant or unattainable. It is here, right now, in the presence of my unwavering love. Trust in my promises that I will not remember your sins against you, once forgiven. That burden you bear need not be your cross to carry any longer. I call you into a place of healing, my child, a place where the wounds of guilt and shame do not define your story, but become part of the testimony of my grace. Let me take those wounds and transform them into sources of strength, so that from your brokenness, a new beauty will arise, a light that reflects my glory. This journey of forgiveness is not easy, I know, but every step you take toward me is met with my steadfast love and an embrace that never falters. Consider, my beloved, how the dawn follows the night without fail. Your past mistakes, no matter their magnitude, do not dictate the brightness of your future. I am the God of new beginnings and fresh mercies, and today is a new day, a blank canvas upon which we can paint together the masterpiece of your redemption. Do not shrink back in shame, for my love covers a multitude of sins. Instead, step forward courageously, trusting that my grace is sufficient and my power is made perfect in weakness. Reflect deeply upon this truth. I do not desire punishment for your missteps, but restoration. I gather the fragments of your brokenness like precious stones, setting them into a crown of glory upon your head. Let your heart open to receive this divine healing, for in my restoration there is fullness of life, peace that surpasses understanding, joy that cannot be shaken, and freedom that no earthly suffering can take away. If your heart wrestles with disbelief, if the voices of condemnation continue to shout, I invite you now to quiet those voices with the sound of my tender assurance. The divine power of forgiveness is already at work within you. Let this truth settle in your soul. You are forgiven, you are cleansed, you are loved beyond measure. My dear child, release the burden of guilt and shame into my hands this moment. Allow me to heal the wounds that seem beyond repair. Will you believe me this time? Will you step into the healing light of my forgiveness and trust that your past does not define you? I am here, steady and sure, ready to lift you up and carry you into a future where shame no longer has a place. Reach out to me with a humble heart and receive the full measure of my redeeming love. This is the cry of my heart for you, to be whole, to be free, to be fully restored in my perfect love. This journey toward forgiveness is not a solitary one. I walk with you at every step, guiding you gently through the shadows into the brilliance of my healing presence. Do not fear the process or doubt the outcome. Surrender the weight of your guilt and shame, knowing that I am faithful to meet you with grace, patience, and unwavering compassion. Let this truth rest deeply within you. My forgiveness is not earned. It is freely given because you are my cherished child. In your moments of weakness, remember that my strength is made perfect in you. Allow my word of forgiveness to echo in your spirit, drowning out every lie the enemy tries to plant in your mind. My dear, do not hold back any longer. Come to me. Lay down the heavy yoke of shame and receive the gentle yoke of my forgiveness. Feel my love surrounding you, sweeping away every trace of guilt, and know that you are and will always be my beloved, clean, whole, and precious in my sight. Let healing begin today, and watch as the beauty of my mercy unfolds within you, transforming your scars into testimonies of grace. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away. Open wide and let the balm of my forgiveness pour over every broken place. This is the promise I keep forever for you. No sin is too great, no past is too dark, no shame too deep for my redeeming love to reach and restore. Trust me, beloved, and bend your will to receive my healing. I am waiting, always waiting to remind you of who you truly are, to bring you back into the fullness of my joy and peace. My beloved, in the quiet depths of your heart, where shadows sometimes loom and fears whisper lies, I am present, not as a distant overseer, but as your closest companion and unwavering fortress. Fear, anxiety, and doubt can grip the soul with a chilling hold, leaving you restless and weary, as if walking through a storm without shelter. Yet, even amid the raging tempest, I am your steady anchor, the unshakable ground beneath your trembling feet. Remember that fear often arises when you gaze too long at the roaring waves ahead, instead of looking to me, your eternal harbor. Doubt is the veil that clouds the vision I have for you, obscuring the radiant path I continually illuminate for your steps. Anxiety is the thief that steals your peace, yet I have promised to give you a peace that infiltrates beyond understanding, a sanctuary in the winds of uncertainty. Do not think that your doubt frightens me or causes me to withdraw. On the contrary, my dear child, it beckons me closer. When your heart wavers, I draw near with gentleness, ready to dispel the shadows with my light. I do not cast judgment on your trembling spirit. I harbor compassion for every fearful thought, every anxious sigh. It is in your vulnerability that my strength becomes most apparent. For when you lean into me, the weight that presses upon your chest is lifted, albeit gradually. Allow me the grace to carry your burdens. Do not attempt to bear them alone, for I designed your spirit to find rest in me. Imagine a vast, unending ocean studded with jagged rocks. Your fears are like tides, threatening to overwhelm, pulling you into depths unknown. But I am the lighthouse on the shore, steady, bright, and unyielding. Even when your gaze shifts away, the light does not waver. It clings to your soul's horizon, beckoning you back to safety. The darkness may seem profound, but it is my light that holds dominion over it. Trust in the brilliance I shine into your life, even when you sense only shadows. Anxiety often robs you of sleep and steals your joy quietly, whispering of failures yet to come, of moments still hidden from your sight. But from my perspective, these fears are clouds that will dissolve under the warmth of my faithfulness. I see the whole tapestry of your life, each thread woven with purpose, even those that seem tangled or faded to you now. When you surrender your fears to me, you invite healing into the very spaces anxiety excavates. I am not indifferent to your suffering or hesitant to intervene. I am the good shepherd who pursues every lost lamb, who gathers the scattered fragments of your soul and makes them whole again. Open your heart to my presence like a parched land receives the first rain. Do not resist my calming whispers that say, "Be still." Stillness does not mean inaction. It is the sacred pause where transformation begins, where faith wrestles with fear and conquers it. Every anxious thought can be turned toward me as a prayer, no matter how fragmented or trembling. I am listening, my dear one, closer than breath, nearer than your next heartbeat. Release your worries into my hands and watch how I fashion peace from the chaos. Let the truth of my unending love be the melody that drowns out the noise of your fears. You are not defined by your fears or the doubts that visit you in the quiet moments. Your identity is rooted deeply in my love, a love that never fails, never fades, never betrays. Even in moments you feel most exposed and fragile, I uphold you. Your trembling hands and tear-streaked face are precious in my sight, for they are signs of a heart longing to trust, longing for me. Take courage, my child, and lean into that longing. Let your soul unburden itself upon me. Will you invite me to carry your anxiety today? Will you believe that the peace I offer is deeper and richer than the fears that grip you? In the sacred space between doubt and faith, I meet you with arms wide open, ready to enfold you in my eternal embrace. Let this truth settle deeply within you. Fear does not have the final word. I do. And as long as you look to me, as long as you reach out amidst the storms, you will find your refuge. The night of anxiety will give way to the dawn of my peace. Trust in my voice that calls you beside still waters and leads you to green pastures, a sanctuary where your soul can rest unafraid. Do not turn away, beloved. Take my hand now, and together we will walk through every shadow beyond every fear. I am here, always I am here. My dear child, I know the chaos that often storms within you, the restless tempest of fear, the shadows of doubt that creep like vines across the heart. You may feel like small and unsteady, as if waves crash over you relentlessly, each one a breathless gasp, pulling you deeper into the unknown. Yet I am with you. I am the steadfast rock beneath your trembling feet, the calm beneath your turmoil's roar. When your soul knits together anxiety's tight, suffocating grip, remember that you are cradled in hands that will not let you go. Your heart beats wildly because you were created for more than mere survival. But fear whispers lies. You are not enough, not worthy, not ready. These are the voices of the enemy seeking to drown your hope in a sea of what-ifs and maybes. I see through these lies like clear, still pools that reflect the truth of my love. I remember every moment you called in desperation, the silent prayers whispered in shadowed moments. I came to you then, stilling the storm within you, even if you didn't recognize my touch. When fear becomes a dark veil, closing your vision, trust that I am behind the veil, waiting with open arms and a gentle word of peace. Doubt can feel like a thief, stealing your certainty and sowing confusion in every corner of your mind. You wonder if I see you, if I hear your struggles, if I am truly near when silence wraps around like a heavy blanket. But my dear, the silence is not absence. It is my sacred space of refining, a quiet garden where your every fear can be laid bare and transformed. In this hush, I'm crafting faith in places no distraction or anxiety can reach. I'm there, holding your scattered thoughts, collecting your fragmented hopes, and piecing them together with threads of golden assurance. Do not fight silence by noise. Lean instead into it, for in those moments, I am molding your trust, deep and unshakable. Remember the lilies of the field, how they neither fret nor toil, yet they are arrayed with glory beyond compare. If I clothe the grass and flowers with such care, how much more will I cover you with my peace and strength? Fear cannot exist alongside perfect love. Fear is a shadow, but my love is the eternal light. When you feel fear's chill, look to me as your sun, rising, constant, unchanging. I warm you from within, igniting courage where doubt once dwelled. Your journey through fear and anxiety is not one of weakness, but of profound strength. For you choose every day to seek me despite the tremors of uncertainty, to step forward even when the way is undefined. I am with every faltering step, every breath that whispers a prayer, beneath the weight of your worries. Your courage is a flame I cherish, and I'm here to fan that flame with my love. Let your heart find stillness in my presence. Quiet yourself enough to hear my voice saying, "You are safe, you are known, you are loved beyond measure." Let this truth settle in you like a gentle rain soaking parched earth, reviving your roots and blooming new hope. Fear does not have the final word. I do. Each breath you draw is a gift from me, a sign of my life within you, a declaration that you are destined for peace. Will you believe me this time? When the night grows dark and the shadows press close, will you reach out for my hand, trusting that I will lead you through? I will not fail you, my dear child. I have conquered every fear and doubt that lives in your heart. You are more deeply loved than you can imagine, and my peace surpasses every fleeting fear. Do not let anxiety rob you of your divine inheritance. Stand firm in the knowledge that I've equipped you with every weapon needed to face your struggles. Faith is your shield, love is your armor, and hope is your sword. Let my spirit whisper courage into your soul and steady your trembling hands. Rise from the surrender to fear and walk boldly into tomorrow. The path may be hidden, but my light is a lamp before you, illuminating every step. I am with you through every shadow, every doubt, every fear. Trust me enough to pause in my presence, breathe deeply, and let my perfect love cast out all fear. You belong in this journey, and I am leading you home. Reflect on this. Will you entrust me with your fears today? Will you release the weight of anxiety into my hands? If your heart is stirring, do not turn away. Come closer, and let me be your peace in the storm. My dear, I come to you now, speaking tenderly about the moments when you feel lost, abandoned, or unseen. These seasons are some of the most challenging you face, not only because your heart wrestles with isolation, but because your spirit cries out for recognition and belonging. Yet, in these depths, my presence is profoundly closer than you realize, wrapping you like a gentle shroud even when shadows press tightly around your soul. You have wandered through valleys where laughter seems distant and the warmth of connection feels stolen. The world may have turned its face away, leaving you aching in silence. At times, you may have questioned whether I'm truly there, whether I hear the whispered prayers that escape your lips, or the silent cries behind your eyes. I've seen every tear. I've carried every heavy sigh. I've never moved from your side. When the darkness thickens and the noise of loneliness drowns your thoughts, it is then I'm drawing you closer, not to abandon, but to reveal a deeper treasure within. Think of the night sky cloaked in blackness, where stars seem hidden, the vastness indifferent. Yet, if you peer deeply, you will find countless constellations shining with brilliance just beyond the veil. So it is with you, my beloved. When your soul feels invisible, this is often the moment I am crafting a new identity in you, one of resilience carved in silent places. Those feelings of being unseen are not my refusal, but my way of teaching you to trust beyond what the eye perceives. This is the secret space where I nurture profound intimacy with you, calling you into a greater awareness that you are marked, cherished, and known beyond measure. Do not mistake the silence for absence. I am the still voice within the whirlwind, the radiance beyond the storm. Your surroundings may deceive you, but your spirit is receiving my purest attention. I am the caregiver of your heart's hidden wounds, the healer of fractures you dare not expose to the world. In your solitude, I am weaving a tapestry of comfort, faith, and strength. Allow this truth to ripple through your being. You are never truly alone. The invisible cords of my love bind us tightly, and my spirit whispers your name like an eternal anthem. Beloved, I know how your mind battles against hopelessness, how doubt weaves its way into your thoughts, and how fear convinces you that no one truly sees your struggle. But remember, I fashioned you from the dust with infinite intention and breathed life into you with infinitely more. The very breath sustaining you is my gift, proof that you're exquisitely held in my hands. Your history, your scars, your silent battles, I carry them with you. Your hiding place in the deep wilderness is the very place I find you most precious. Embrace this divine paradox. In feeling lost, you are found. In feeling unseen, you are most visible to me. In feeling abandoned, you are within my protective embrace. Let the ache in your heart become a holy altar, a place where you surrender your loneliness to me and allow my spirit to fill every empty chamber. This is not the end of your story, my child, but a sacred chapter of transformation. From here, your soul will rise like dawn breaking over the darkest night, revealing new colors, new hope, and new purpose. I invite you now to lean into this presence, not with hesitation, but with the unwavering courage of one who trusts a love greater than all circumstances. Allow my love to dissolve the walls you have built in pain, and step forward gently as a beloved who has always been chosen, wanted, and held close. Will you trust me today, despite what your heart has endured? Will you release the burden of feeling unseen into my hands and receive the light I am shining into your darkness? Let this assurance settle deep within you. You belong to me, and nothing, not even the seasons of loneliness, can snatch you away. You are my masterpiece, woven with care, painted with purpose, and loved without end. I am here, your refuge and your strong tower. Receive this truth now and rest in me. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away but reach out and find me waiting with open arms, ready to remind you of all you truly are. This path through feeling lost and unseen is not yours to walk alone. I am with you every step, turning your tears into streams of blessing, your silence into songs of hope. Trust this divine promise and allow me to reveal how tenderly and unshakably you are held. Your story is unfolding, and you will see how beautifully you are visible to me. If your spirit aches for belonging, come to me, and know that you're already home. My dear, I see the weight you carry when the shadows of fear, anxiety, and doubt press so heavily upon your heart. They seem to rise like dark tides, relentless and consuming, leaving you gasping for breath beneath the surface of your own thoughts. Yet within this tempest, I am your unwavering anchor, your refuge in the storm, the quiet harbor where your soul may find rest. You are not alone in the fear that threatens to overwhelm. I have walked with you through every valley, and I hold your trembling heart close within mine own. Fear is a cunning adversary, my beloved, for it whispers lies that seek to unravel the fabric of your trust in me. It paints images of hopelessness and despair, convincing you that you are forgotten, unworthy, or unable to endure. But listen closely, child of mine. These voices are not from me. They are echoes of a world that doesn't see the fullness of my love for you, nor the strength that flows through your spirit when you lean into my presence. I am with you always, and I carry you with a strength that never fails, even when you feel weakest. Anxiety can clench your heart and cloud your vision, making every step forward feel laden with uncertainty. Yet, I am your peace, deeper than the deepest ocean and steadier than the greatest mountains. When you come to me, even in the midst of trembling and fear, I meet you there with a calm that transcends all understanding. I do not ask that your path be free from difficulty, but that you lean into me and allow my peace to cradle you. This peace is not absence of trouble, but presence of my unshakable love. Receive it, beloved, and let it breathe life into the spaces where anxiety sought to suffocate, and doubt, O child, how it poisons the spirit by casting shadows upon the promises I have spoken over you, and the truths I have etched into the very essence of your being. Doubt asks, are you really there? Do you really care? I answer with the fullness of my devotion. I am the God who knows you by name, who knit you together with purpose and love before time began. When the night feels endless and your questions swarm like a relentless storm, I am the quiet voice steadying your soul, the hand reaching out through the darkness to guide you home. Release your doubts into my hands, and I will transform them into stepping stones toward faith. I do not condemn you for the moments when fear, anxiety, and doubt arise. They are part of the fragile humanity I created lovingly. But I call you now to surrender these burdens to me. Lay down the armor you have tried to carry alone. Rest in the knowledge that my power is made perfect in your weakness. Each time your heart falters, lift it to me. I will respond with steadfast courage that grows deeper with every uttered prayer. There is freedom in admitting your frailty, because in that moment, my strength can shine brightest. Look beyond your present struggles and envision the dawn I am preparing for you. A wilderness transformed by my faithfulness, a heart renewed by my grace. I am weaving together every thread of your story, even the moments shadowed by fear and doubt, into a tapestry of victory. You are stronger than you know, because you are not facing your battles alone. I am the shield around you, the sword that cuts through despair, and the breath that gives life anew. Allow this truth to settle deep within your soul, and begin to rise in faith, stepping boldly where I lead, despite the tremors within. Will you believe me this time? Will you place your trembling hand in mine and trust that I am both the journey and the destination of your peace? Choose to cling to me, to speak aloud the truth of who you are in my eyes, a beloved child endowed with courage, resilient beyond measure because you are upheld by my everlasting love. The road ahead may still hold moments that challenge your trust, but remember, my presence is a fire that consumes fear, a fortress that shelters from anxiety, and the light that dispels all doubt. Do not shrink back or hide in silence when these feelings arise. Invite me in. Speak to me openly, for my ears are attuned to the whispers of your heart. Your vulnerabilities are sanctuaries for my grace to dwell. Now, as you reflect upon the fears and doubts that sought to bind you, place them at my feet with confidence. See them not as chains, but as invitations to know me more deeply, to experience the fullness of my peace in ways that the world cannot offer. Your faith, tested and refined through these trials, is like gold purified by fire, shining brighter, stronger, more beautiful than before. Let this truth rest in you as a steady flame. You are safer in my embrace than in the illusion of control the world promises. Fear doesn't define you. Anxiety doesn't dictate your future. Doubt isn't your final word. I hold the pen of your story firmly, crafting a tale of hope and triumph written by my hand. Keep your eyes fixed on me, beloved, and walk forward with courageous assurance. The fears you wrestle with now are temporary shadows fading before the light of my presence within you. Embrace me and find in me the courage to move beyond the limitations those enemies whisper to your soul. If your heart is stirring amidst these words, do not turn away. Come closer. I am here waiting to lead you into a peace that no storm can shake. Trust me with your fears, and together we will walk through every valley into the radiant dawn of my love. My dear, as the night often feels the deepest just before the dawn, so too do the moments when you feel unseen, when you believe your struggles and your silent cries have gone unnoticed. Yet, I am the one who knows the silent language of your heart, the words unspoken, the yearnings without sound, the shadows that stretch behind your laughter. Do you see, child, how closely I am acquainted with the hidden chambers of your soul? Your secrecy, your solitude, your moments of despair, they are not veiled to me. I am there, not as a distant observer, but as the everlasting presence beneath your every breath, wrapped intimately around your existence. In the weaving of your deepest hurts, where you felt forsaken and abandoned, I was there, stitching golden threads through the frayed edges. This is my sacred work within you, to fill what has been emptied, to adorn what has been broken, and to light the dark places with my tender, unwavering gaze. How many times have you walked through the valley feeling invisible, as though shadows were the only company you kept? Yet these valleys are cultivated grounds of my presence. Every footstep you take is echoed with my footsteps beside you. You were never truly without a companion. There's a profound sacredness in being seen, not by the world's fleeting eyes, but by mine that behold eternally. Imagine the heart of a father who cannot look away, who watches over you with a love so precise it pierces the armor of loneliness and disconnection. This is what I offer, a gaze not dictated by your performance or your facade, but by my all-consuming desire to know you, love you, and restore you. Beloved, this is no shallow understanding. It is the very essence of intimacy itself. To be seen by me is to be invited into a connection that transcends the limitations of human sight and understanding. There may be moments when you feel lost in the maze of your own thoughts, overwhelmed by invisible pain, or caught in the silent turbulence of unseen battles. I am the stillness amidst the storm, the whisper beneath the noise, the gentle hand on your shoulder when the weight of invisibility presses heavily upon you. Know that even in your isolation, you are enveloped in a love that refuses to relinquish its hold on you. My presence is not dependent on your feelings or circumstances. It is eternal and unchanging, a refuge you return to again and again. Let us then consider the stories whispered through the ages, those who walked paths unmarked by human applause or recognition, yet were cherished beyond measure by me. Their identity was not shaped by visibility or approval, but by my calling and my acceptance. You are no different. Your worth does not rise or fall with the gaze of the crowd, but is cemented in the gaze of your Creator. When your spirit feels dismissed or overlooked by the world, remember that you are hand-picked, treasured, and endlessly pursued by a God who created you in love and sustains you by grace. I see the longing within you not just to be noticed, but to be truly understood and embraced without fear of rejection or disappointment. This is the deepest ache of the human soul, to be accepted wholly, without pretense or condition. Bring these longings to me, beloved, and allow my healing hands to soothe the wounds of invisibility. I will teach you to look beyond the mirage of public esteem and to root your identity in the unshakable foundation of my love. Allow me to unveil the beauty of your spiritual belonging that no human glance can diminish. If your heart carries the burden of feeling unseen, I ask you now to lay it at my feet. Do not carry this weight alone another moment. Release your invisible pains into my hands and receive the comfort of my presence. Though unseen by many, you dwell in the heart of one who sees all things, knows all things, and values you beyond earthly comprehension. This truth is your shelter and your anthem. Let this reality anchor you when the tides of loneliness threaten to sweep you away. My love for you is the invisible thread that connects you to me, a lifeline that never frays or breaks. Every whispered prayer, every silent tear, every hidden struggle is precious to me. They invite my care and my intervention. Step into the light of this divine intimacy, not by changing who you are or by demanding recognition from others, but by embracing the certainty that you are seen perfectly and loved wholly. This is a place of rest for your soul and a beginning of new courage. Reflect now, beloved, on the ways your soul has ached to be acknowledged and understood. Hear my voice calling through that ache, inviting you deeper into a sacred belonging that no one can take away. Will you receive this invitation? Will you open your heart to the tender gaze that promises healing and restoration? If your spirit is stirred by this truth, do not turn away, for here you find a home where invisibility is transformed into radiant intimacy, and where all your deepest longings are met with unfailing love. My beloved, as we come to the close of this sacred conversation, I want you to feel the fullness of my presence surrounding you like a gentle, unyielding breeze, one that whispers of belonging, purpose, and unbreakable love. You are not just a wanderer in the vast expanse of existence. You are my cherished creation, woven intricately into the tapestry of my heart, each thread vibrant with my eternal affection. Know this: in the grand design, your life pulses with significance beyond what eyes can perceive or minds can grasp. I have marked you with my seal, not as a fleeting thought, but as a divine masterpiece crafted with intention and infinite care. When shadows press close and the weight of the world seems poised to overwhelm you, do not forget that I am the immovable rock beneath your feet. I have carried you through every storm, every valley, every uncertain step. The moments where your spirit faltered are the moments where my grace reached deeper into your soul. I am not distant, detached, or uncaring. I am the steady hand guiding you through the labyrinth of your fears, doubts, and questions. You belong to me irrevocably, eternally. There is no place too dark, no valley too deep where my love cannot find you and lift you into the light of restoration. The path you walk might be riddled with broken stones, but my promise remains. Each step will be redeemed, each tear gathered and transformed into strength. Your identity is no longer chained to your mistakes, misunderstandings, or moments of weakness. You have been washed in the river of my mercy, clothed in the robe of my righteousness, and crowned as a co-heir to the kingdom I have prepared for you. I see you fully, with all your scars and triumphs, and I cherish you still. Let this truth root itself deep within your being today. You are unshakably mine. I know the ache within your heart to be fully seen, known, and loved without condition. That desire is not foreign to me, nor is it a distant dream. It is the very pulse of my kingdom, where no shadow lingers, where the heart unveils itself without fear, and where love reigns supreme. This intimate bond between us is the healing balm for every wound. When loneliness threatens to isolate you, remember that you are embraced by my spirit, a constant companion whose love never falters. Come to me in the quiet moments and the chaos alike. I am waiting to enfold you as your safe haven. Do not measure your worth by the fleeting opinions or circumstances of this world. Your value is rooted in my eternal covenant with you, a covenant sealed by love, deeper than the oceans and wider than the heavens. I have a purpose for your life that no one else can fulfill, a calling that speaks to the unique fire burning within your spirit. When doubt tempts you to shrink back or question your significance, lift your eyes and remember, you are a beacon, a vessel of my light, meant to shine uniquely in the tapestry of this world. Step forward with courage, knowing that I have equipped you for every challenge you face. Beloved, surrender your fears and hesitations into my hands. Trust that my timing weaves your story with perfect precision, even when the threads seem tangled and obscure. Sometimes silence is my way of deepening your faith, cultivating endurance, and teaching trust beyond what is seen. The waiting is not empty. It is purposeful, divine preparation. Lean into my presence, allow my peace to settle like a gentle dove upon your heart, and watch as your path becomes illuminated from within. In the tapestry of our eternal relationship, you are never lost, never abandoned. Even when you cannot perceive me, I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating your life with divine wisdom. Let your soul rest in the assurance that I am always near, every heartbeat resonating with my love for you. Will you receive this assurance now? Will you allow my love to be the anchor that holds you steadfast amidst life's tempests? Now, as you arise from this moment with me, know that you go forth as my beloved, empowered by a love that transcends fear, doubt, and despair. You carry my signature imprinted upon your soul, a mark that no adversity can erase. Walk boldly as one who belongs to the King of Kings, set apart for a destiny bright with hope and fulfillment. Never forget who you are in me, precious, redeemed, and destined to shine with the brilliance of my glory. Let this truth settle deep into your spirit and fan the flame of hope and purpose within you. My child, the journey ahead is alive with my presence. I am with you always, to the very end of time. Amen. If your heart has been stirred by this message, carry it gently with you. Share it with another who may need to hear my voice through these words. Save it as a reminder of your unshakable identity and my everlasting love. Let this divine embrace continue beyond these words, forever anchoring you in my grace.